Alright, I'm back again. It's your girl, the prophetic princess, over here on the other spot over the mic. While making social media my pulpit, all I want to do is encourage you to be everything God has called you to be, even when others don't agree. So you know I told you, I think I'm going to release the Rumpelstiltskin one first, so you already heard that video. Hansel and Gretel, the other thing I woke up saying, Hansel and Gretel. Gretel, is it Gretel? Gretel. Now I'm going to tell this story. I heard that there are different versions. It's a German fairy tale, again, another fairy tale, right? So basically, from what I found, Hansel and Gretel were in this place where there was a famine, right? The city, the town, whatever they were living in, it was a famine. And it was really bad to the point where, from what I read, this is fairy tale, but still, from what I read, there were M's due to the famine and even cannibalism, right? So in the story, the mom, which some versions say stepmom, but then it says that it was always the mother. It was never the stepmother, that some people just changed it and said stepmother. I don't know, but all I know is people can give birth to you and still I have your best interest at heart. That's a whole nother. So the mother, stepmother, whatever, kept telling the daddy, you need to put them out. It's a famine in the land. We don't have enough to feed them, put them out, right? Seems like you would be trying to protect your kids, especially if what's going on, the M word and cannibalism. But she said, no, they gotta go. So from what I read, the first time the kids made their way right back to the house, the stepmother pulled them out, kicked them out again, whatever. So they're in the woods. They released them in the woods, took them to the forest, which, daddy, why did you do that? You should have kicked the mama out, but calm down, Renisha. So they're in the forest, they're wandering, the children, listen, have been abandoned by their parents, and now they roll up on a witch. The witch is living in a house made out of gingerbread, candy cane, and something else. I don't know if it was cookies, but the house was made to lure them in. The witch's house was made to lure them in. The kids were abandoned by their parents, left in the woods to fend for themselves. They run up on this beautiful house in the midst of a famine. Look at this gingerbread. Look at this candy. Look at these cookies. They go to the door, knock on the door, whatever. The witch invites them in, feeds them, ends up locking them up. I think they were locked up in two different things. Again, this is not a true story. This is a fairy tale, but stay with me. Locks them up, right? So then the witch comes to check on, I want to say, the boy, to see, she was trying to fatten him up before killing him and eating him. So every time she would come to his cage or whatever he was locked in, she was trying to like feel him to see if he was getting bigger. There was a bone he found somewhere. So he would put the bone out so she could feel the bone. And it says that the witch, her eyesight wasn't that good, so she couldn't see that well, so she didn't know she was being tricked. But did y'all catch that? The witch couldn't see that well and didn't know she was being tricked. Witches and warlocks have a level of sight, but they can't see like a real prophet. All right. So the witch gets to the point where she was like, screw it, I don't care. I'm just going to eat you anyway. So she tries to get the sister to, I think it was the sister she talks to and tries to get her to bend over towards the oven so she could push her in. So the sister kept acting like she couldn't hear what she was saying. The witch then decides, okay, I'll just show you what I'm saying. The witch goes over to demonstrate it, and the sister pushes her in, locks it, ills her, lets her brother free. They go back to their daddy's house. By the time they get back there, the mama died. Now, allegedly, the mom died after the witch died because there was some type of connection. I'm just telling y'all what it says. This is a fairy tale. But let's go back to what the Lord is trying to get out to you all. The message that he's trying to get out. The spirit of abandonment. When I tell you in Deliverance, rejection and abandonment, one of the deepest spirits is attached to so much. It opens you up to so much, and everybody has dealt with the level of rejection and abandonment, okay, in their lives, period. Notice how the spirit of abandonment and rejection really had these kids. They ended up in the hands of a witch. Some of you, I know you may be thinking about your children. Yeah, do right by your kids. Please do right by them. Please don't abandon them so they don't fall into the wrong hands. But some of you have fallen into the wrong hands because your parents didn't do what they were supposed to do. And now you rolled up on the witch. And what came to me heavy is some of you got attached to leaders, pastors, prophets, or whatever, apostles that God never wanted you attached to. But because of the spirit of abandonment, because it was so heavy, that abandonment and rejection, you ended up in the lap of a witch or a warlock. And the Lord wants you free, okay? Notice how in the story, the witch, first of all, the house she was in lured them in, but she fed them. She was real nice. They thought that they could trust this little old lady. Some of you, you thought you could trust this pastor, this teacher, this mentor. And then looking back on it, you're more messed up now after connecting to them than you were before you even knew who they were. So I'm telling you. And yeah, they were nice to you. They may have given you money, bought you stuff. They knew a level of insight, and you were shooketh, because a lot of you all don't realize that you should not get happy by the fact that somebody can prophesy accurately. You need to test the spirit behind that thing, because familiar spirits know you too. Okay. Make sure that you are being what you're supposed to be to your children. That doesn't mean smother them. Just be who you're supposed to be. The Lord has trusted you with them. On the flip side, some of you need to seek help. You need to seek a refuge. You need to seek deliverance, because you have fallen into the hands of witches and warlocks due to being rejected and abandoned by your physical parents and people who were supposed to be your spiritual parents, but they dropped the ball too. A whole nother. That's it. Like, comment, subscribe, share. Hope this makes sense. I have one more video to record. Then y'all will not see this outfit again. Okay? Well, you're going to see it again, but not right now.